Today we'll be going over some of the steps involved in downloading and activating the EZLadder programming software for the first time. There are two versions of the EZLadder software. The first version supports the M series of the PL chip, which was built into our early generation PLC on a chip devices. The second version of the EZLadder supports the newest technology in the PLC chip family, with extended I/O and a wider range of communication protocols. Please refer to the user manual of the hardware you have purchased if you are unsure which software you need for your controller. Let's start with the USB thumb drive that was sent to you with your hardware. After inserting the thumb drive into your computer, if the drive is not automatically identified by your operating system, then you can open the drive from the File menu. The thumb drive includes pre-written programs in the application note folder, as well as other documentation you'll want to look at later. Our video today will be downloading the P series toolkit, but the instructions are the same for those with the M series controllers, so you can all follow along. The serial number in the license file is located on the thumb drive. Let's navigate to the EZLadder folder. And select the folder. And select the license file. We'll install the software in the default directory in the C drive to keep all the files together. EZLadder should now be installed on your computer. After the software is downloaded, a new file appears in the Folder tab of your Start button. Let's open the newly installed EZLadder software from the Divelbiss folder. Also find the Toolkits manual here. The first thing we need to do is activate the program. Check the license agreement. Without exiting the box, follow the link provided to fill out the rest of the activation information. The activation key from the previous window and your CID code or customer ID are filled out automatically. Otherwise, your CID is printed on your packaging. We'll follow the Register and Get Key link, where you will be provided with a username and a password. Please save these so you can update EZLadder in the future. Let's copy and paste the counter key into the original dialog box. The activation key and the counter key are unique to each other and must be generated together. If the process is interrupted, closing and reopening EZLadder will generate a new activation key, and then you can go through the activation steps once more. We'll start a new program by going to the Project Start tab from the toolbar. A target is the term used in the EZLadder toolkit to describe the actual electronic hardware controller to which the ladder diagram is specifically written to operate on. The target I have today is the HEC gateway. When you select your specific part number, some devices and variables are automatically added to your project. We can add more projects later from this menu, but for now let's X out without changing anything, and remember to click OK. Here we select a programming port on our computer that we have on our PLC plugged into, and we always click OK to save any changes. Even though we haven't added anything to our project in our example today, we're going to go ahead and click on the C button for compile, and we'll be prompted to save our project somewhere. The kernels for targets are automatically installed on your computer when the EZLadder toolkit is installed. We can browse to the appropriate file, and pick the .dat file, extension file for the device you are working with, and then click Update your target. The edit icon brings us back to the edit mode where we will find drop-down menus, This toolbar provides a quick reference to tools to identify what I/O and analog functions are supported by this target. Under the Help tab, you'll find EZLadder versions and license information. Also found under the Help tab is a quick reference link to the software user manual that goes into much greater detail than I'm able to go into this video. Here you'll find information on navigating EZLadder Toolkit, connection types, chapter contents, and a plethora of other information. Contacts can be placed anywhere in the ladder diagram workspace as normally open or normally closed contacts, as internal or real-world inputs. However, coils can only be placed in the last rung. The links can be horizontal or vertical. A list of standard functions can be selected in the drop-down menu. I'm going to just choose a rising edge trigger, even though it won't do anything in this particular program, but it will serve to demonstrate the process. After compiling and saving the program, we can look over to the right of the workspace and we have a cross-reference window to help us keep track of the coils, contacts, and variables. Going back to the monitor or run mode, we click on the connect icon to connect the EZLadder application to the hardware. Notice that the status is waiting. The download icon will load the program to the target. You can do real-time testing by double-clicking on the contacts and changing the values to 1 and activating the output coils. In order to use the newest features, functions, and targets for EZLadder Toolkit, you'll need to download the newest version from our website. After navigating to Divelbiss.com, hover over the Support tab and you'll find the link to update the EZLadder software. Here you'll need your username and password that you set up when installing EZLadder previously. In order to use the newest controllers, devices, and features, we recommend updating to the latest version of EZLadder. For the P-Series devices, that can be found under the Beta tab. Here we download not just the latest version of EZLadder, but also the kernel that is associated with that version. It is important to understand that programs written in previous versions of EZLadder may be used with the newer kernels. However, do not open newer programs in older versions of EZLadder after they've been compiled, as this leads to unexpected program behavior. After the installation is complete, we need to update the target on the controller. We'll open our original program, but in the newer version of EZLadder, making sure that I have the right programming port open. We will switch to the monitor mode, and notice we can now go into the bootloader menu. We'll browse to the newly installed kernel files, and as you can see, we have more options available. I'm still using the HEC gateway, so I'll select that file. And then update the target. Switching back to the edit mode, we see under the project settings, several more target options have been added. And there's more part numbers available. The newest devices like the web server, VersaCloud, have been added and available to use in our project. This concludes the first series of installing and setting up EZLadder. I hope you join us next time where we'll be discussing Modbus registers. Happy programming!